Welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars at Hancock Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. And the Jaguars will kick it away to start us off. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for a big play right off the bat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep, and that's going to open up your running game later on.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got his man. Bringing the heat. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
Now the play fake. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. Here's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Nevada going quickly. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Wolfpack. What a grab and go for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for room, it's Wood. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. For jet sweep pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
This is a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the right. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll set up to throw. They're trying to get to him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Got it in the middle. It's Nicholson. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. Nevada 7, South Alabama 0.
Offense working from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
Yeah, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Right back to the well. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Yeah, and the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that, go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Going up top on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And that last run leaves them with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Nevada will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Going downfield for the big play. Fires and picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll run it from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Flips it out to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return, it's Thorne. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line.
South Alabama Jaguars will take over 1st and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He leaves it with his back. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. The snap sets up the throw. Keeps looking downfield. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Jaguars in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He lets it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the 2nd.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Coming after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The receiver on the jet sweep. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the left side. At the 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They'll run it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They'll try it on the ground. The Wolfpack will get the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Let's go! Terrier!
Looking to go up top on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Nevada set to kick off to start the 3rd quarter. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think
the expressway is wide open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Might as well give it to him again.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, the running back has it. And the Jaguars are stopped, but not before getting it past the stick.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling it up.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's loose. Inside the 10. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They're going to give him another chance on 2nd and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, South Alabama.
This is our last chance.
So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Alabama.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch, called for and made. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. Then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Hard running there. Turns it on at midfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Nevada going quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play. You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's right on target. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nevada.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. The play action fake. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Jaguars come to the line in the hurry-up. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Finds a tight end down the gut. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating this guy and making an accurate play.
On second down, looking again to throw. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see him there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Nevada 10, South Alabama 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
And now on third down, shadowed their own goalpost, needing some breathing room. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Nicholson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes, usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
And the defense dragged him down.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down, but how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down, and shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. They'll try to pick up the first. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. trying to find his man on first down. And he's thrown another interception.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect plan just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Handoff to the lone back. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Fast motion from the offense. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
On the run, it's Wood fighting off the defender. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. The Jaguars get it past the sticks. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You've got to be impressed by what you've seen from this defensive line in the game, because they're getting to the quarterback, they're getting sacks, and when they can't get there, they're putting their arms up and they're batting balls down. So impressive watching this D-line go to work.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Timeout, South Alabama.
It's all about that teamwork. Come on, baby. Let's do this.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. The 50. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. Doesn't get much worse than that.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.